let's say I'm a non-medical patient and I'm growing my 2 plants.
Yeah.
And how much would like 1 plant or 2 plants produce me? Because you guys made it seem like
so many variables. Depends how much you want.
Saying. Like you can never on the labels it'll say maybe 2 to 3 ounces, but
that's not the size they grew it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's what they did. Like with their size.
That means nothing.
How do you guys feel about Leafly and all these apps that tell people how the plants are and what it is? Do you think they're accurate?
The input
to do a deep dive, like where would, and I like reading articles and I like reading like science-based stuff. You know what I mean? I like them. So it's like I'd like to know where do they get their information? Where do you pull your data from?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's
Like who do you get your, and then you can make a conscious decision to be like, okay, that's cool or that's biased. You know what I mean?
And I feel like a lot of like effects are subjective.
Yeah.
So like, you know, somebody might get super anxious off this strain. I might get super hungry.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, so it's kind of, but to know like the lineage, I guess it's a good source.
Yeah, that's cool. For sure.
That's good info to know.
Yeah.
But there's some subjective stuff in there where it's just like,
how it makes you feel is very
The one
subjective.
thing, I always say that the hybrid sativa is always subjective. I've seen people in the medical market. I think Maryland has a very rigorous, intense testing process. So we get more information than a lot of other states would get.
Yeah.
So like with that, I learned like there's some strains I've smoked that people be like, this is a sativa, like Jack Herrera or Durban Poison. And then I see the profile and I'm like, but this is my profile. It's myrcene, it's indica, it's heavy. So even though the seeds they got were indicas, it grew into, or like a sativa, it grew into an indica. Or other strains. Like I've noticed it's really hard to grow a sativa. It's not something I see very often in the market.
Typically they take a longer time to flower.
Yeah,
That's
like,
usually and you're on such a like
tight
timeline.
production schedule, you know what I mean?
Your guys want as many harvests as they can get per year, and for an 8-week flower, that works great. But for something that goes 12,
it's not even
not the best, but
it's not feasible for us.
Yeah,
technically you should. You still really can't charge.
A lot of times they don't have the structure as well.
They're very,
you know what I mean? Like they don't have that. Now again, like they're effects. You know what I mean? And I think that's something the industry could use. But like, what I'll say is like we're number driven. You know what I mean? Like you can see the way that we talk. Like it's like our mindset is always going to be on like number driven data. Like you know what I mean? So it's
stats,
like
quality.
Yeah,
it's going back to like
everything has to.
So. What I wish I knew before. You know, it's numbers and just a different mindset of growing when you're working with production cannabis.
Our production schedule.
Yeah, it's a different monster for sure.
I believe it. I always have people come in, because I've worked in the dispo end of things. I had people come in and be like, oh, I can't wait to smoke this strain because it's going to be a good sativa. And then usually because it's so hard to grow sativa, it's always a hybrid or an indica that they end up smoking. Yeah. And they get, sometimes it works, a placebo, I say. Sometimes it doesn't work.
Yep.
I don't know. Maybe you're right. For me, I feel like if I do like a hybrid, if I smoke a little bit, if I smoke a little bit, I get that sativa feel, and if I smoke a lot, I get the indica feel. And it's got to be in my head, but that's just what I feel when I do hybrids.
Some people drink coffee and can fall asleep. That's what I always tell people. Like some people could drink coffee and smooth fall asleep right in front of you, and you don't know how. And then other people will be up for days.
Yep.
Wired. Yeah, the strain hits your body different.